Hello and thanks for joining me for some more Planet Crafter on Planet Humble. The noise you can hear in the background is the waterfall there. We are picking up shortly after our last episode. I did do a bit of a running around doing a few things. But we are going to start getting into doing some insects, I think. So let's head on over to where we are building our factory. And hopefully my audio is a bit better today. I've been having a lot of audio issues lately and found out that since the last big Microsoft Windows update that I had, it messed up all of my audio settings and somehow duplicated my mic in OBS and re-enabled the Xbox game bar, which gets in the way. Alright, so I did set up a couple more auto crafters over here. I got one doing some T2 fertilizer. We got one here doing bacteria. We are going to need mutagen as well. Let's have a look. What does the mutagen need? Bacteria, sulfur, and methane. Okay. I think we got some sulfur over here. Yeah, sulfur's empty. Alright. For now, I will put one up here. So we need a super alloy rod. We need a couple of osmiums. So let's pop one of these here. It's a bit messy, but we'll sort this out a bit better later on. So we need mutagen. Alright. And that's going to need... That's going to need some sulfur. So let me just have a look what we've got in the vehicle here. We've got a ton of sulfur in here. Let's take all that. And pop that in here. Yeah, is this in range of our gas extractors? It is. Alright, good. So, let me see. We are going to want incubator. Or two. And maybe we will pop those. I also had one up here doing explosive powder as well. That has also been using all of our sulfur. I think for now we will put up an incubator up here, so we will need tree bark and oxygen. Let's see if there's any oxygen in here. There's one in there. There's one in there. Our tree bark is going to be back at the other base. So we'll cruise on over there. Maybe we should put up a couple of incubators because they do take a little while. So I'll cruise on over here. I will be glad once we've got drones unlocked. but we're still quite a way off of that yet. Alright, let's grab some tree bark. 2 should do me. I think we've got a full container here. Do I have any sulfur left in here? Got a little bit there. Alright. Let's have a look down here. Actually, let's just check my veggies. Do want to move all this at some point and change these into tier 2s. Let's eat one of those. Let's pop those in there. Let me see. Alright, so I think I might have some more sulfur down here maybe. No, that's empty. Alright, that's fine. Should be enough. So we'll cruise back over to the other base and I'll see you when I get there. Okay. We've got to grab the fertilizer. So let's hop down here. Let's just grab 2 of those. Let's pop the sulfur away. So I think for now, I'm just going to set up a couple of incubators here. Pop one there. And we need another super alloy. Okay. Possibly don't think I've got a lot over here. Super alloy. Oh, we do have a little bit. And I did do a little bit of exploring in between episodes and did find a place to mine some super alloy. Alright, so we need some lava now. And some normal fertilizer. Now, I don't think we have any lava over here. Oh, we do have some. We want, I think it's the uncommon ones. Well, that'll do to get us started. We are going to want 2 of these. And we want 2 fertilizers. What is this missing? It's missing eggplant. We do have eggplant growing here, but only 1. What does it take? And it takes 2, so 1 grower there is not going to be enough to keep that going. We've got eggplant in there. So what else is it waiting on? The algae. Because this is using up algae as well. Alright. Let's just have a look at our algae. We've got the same problem that we had a while back where it doesn't always grow back properly. That's fine. We'll pop this in the container. And we should have... No, we don't have a normal fertilizer there. We can take that one. Alright. So, let's come across here. And we want to try and do... Oh, now they changed the silkworms. Because I thought they were the same. Oh, we got fish eggs as well. Okay. Oh, well, not yet, because we don't have plankton. Alright, I thought they had the same recipe for the bees and the silkworms, and it was just potluck on which one you got, but I guess not. But we're going to start off with some bees, so we need to click that bit. Pop this stuff in here. And that'll take a little while, so we'll get another one going. And don't forget to hit research or it'll do nothing. Okay. Alright. And once those guys are... We also unlock the butterfly dome as well. But anyway, we want a couple of beehives. Well, that's also going to take the bee larva. So, let me see. Do we have... We don't have the outdoor gardens yet. Alright. Let's do some building while we're waiting for those guys to incubate. Let me see. Reorganize this all a little bit. So that's doing the it's doing the explosive powder. Let's pull that out of there. We are pretty good with our bioplastic, if I can find it. Where's the bioplastic? Oh, I did have an eggplant container. Okay. But what happened to my bioplastic container? There it is. Yeah, like that's full. We don't really need much more of that. I will take it out though because I want to take that down and pop it up here. So shove that in here. I will keep it set to bioplastic though. But I will put those in there seeing as our container's full. How are these guys going? Oh, they're already done. Alright. I suppose we should get a couple more going. So we need fertilizer. Well, we've only got one. Mutagen. I guess we only need the one incubator for the time being. I need to figure out what the shortage is. Let's get that going. Alright, so let's put up a beehive. That also needs fertilizer. Alright, let me check this one. That's full, so that shouldn't be using up anymore. Alright, so shortage is the eggplant. Alright, so what we'll do, what have we got here? Let's take all that out of there and put that away. Let's just have a drink. We might need another gas extractor or two as well. Alright, that can go in there. That can go in there. Sulfur in there. We'll take a bioplastic. Let's just see if this is made any more. No. Let's go grab some, we'll go and grab some eggplant from over here. We've got stacks of it. And I'll see you when we get there. Okay, so I had a fertilizer over here. So I'll grab that one. Let's just have a look. A few eggplants in here. But we've got a whole ton of eggplant over here. Let's grab those. Those. Why don't we bring the rover over and we'll just fill it up. Rover over. Alright, chuck all that in there. Let's grab another lot. All of that. We do have something using squash, so we'll take some squash. Alright, that's full. What I might do, let me see. We have a spare eggplant seed hanging around. Doody. Got some uncommon lavas. Take those. Take those. Nothing there. What have we got here? That's just water, oxygen. Found a couple of butterflies in between episodes as well. May as well take that stuff. Alright, I think what we might do, let's take that out. Take one of these over. So that we've got at least two growing back at our other base. So I'll see you when we get back there. Okay. So let's see. I think for now, what do we need for the T2? It's going to use up our fertilizer. Let's just put the T1 in there for the moment. Pop that in there. They can go in there. Alright, now we've got eggplant. Alright, so that must not be the problem. The problem is the algae. Alright. Alright. Let's call the buggy and we'll empty out this eggplant. Do have some algae back over at the other base, so we'll grab that as well. So let's pop this in here. Alright, well, we can start putting a beehive up. I don't know if we can put it on the roof. Put it up on the roof over here with the gas extractors. Don't know if that's going to work. Oh, yeah, we can. Okay. That's going to produce honey. Alright. Let's see if this made any more fertilizer yet. No. Let's grab another load out of here. Grab all that. Gonna need a couple of them. We've got a blueprint unlocked for a tree seed. Alright, we've got plenty of eggplant over here now. But we'll grab the rest out of here. And I'll just shove it in there for now. That can go in there. Alright. Grab a super alloy. What's this doing? It's not doing anything. Okay. Let's grab a few bits of iron. Let's put a lava container up here. Chuck those in there. And we'll go back to our old base and we'll pick up some algae over there. Do I have anything left in here? Not really. Spare water. So we'll just take a quick drink there. Alright, I should have just jetpacked over there. Probably would have been quicker. Wait. Alright, that'll do. Alright, so algae we had, pretty sure it was over here. There's a stack there. Well, I suppose we may as well take that with us too. What else have we got? Mushrooms, squash. seeds. Yeah, okay. Oh, we got a bunch of algae here too. Okay. Shove this in the rover. Let's go get the rest of the algae from up there. So there's no more in there, but we did have some over here. Let's just eat one of those. Guess I'll take a couple of squash with me. Let's just jet back to the base and we'll call the rover when we get there. So I will see you again in a moment when I get there. Okay, so call the rover over. It might have a cooldown on it. It does have a cooldown, so we can't call it back just yet. That's fine. Let's see what we've got here. Okay. Let's shove all that in there. We don't have a squash container over here. Let's see how we're doing. That's a bit better. Let's check that incubator. Grab our bee. So we can do another 2 beehives. Right. Let's grab another super alloy. And another bioplastic. And we'll pop up 2 of these. So this yeah, it is producing some plants growth and some insects. And it should be producing honey as well. It is. Okay. Alright. So I do want to rearrange all of this. Let's go have a look at our screens. Let's have a look. So our biomass is ticking up a little bit. Our oxygen has slowed down, along with our heat and our pressure. Alright. Do have animals ticking up, and plants. We are 34% away to breathable atmosphere. Okay. So what I might do, yeah, this over here I had set up, still do have set up to be doing super alloy and super alloy rods. Now the main problem here is that these miners here, well, they do produce this stuff, which then goes into the ore crusher. I got so much aluminum. The problem is they do not produce any cobalt. Or titanium. So I did have a bit of a look around, and I found on our map, now I don't have the personal map, so let's go back to our map screen. Okay, so this is where we are. We come back down towards our start area. There is super alloy there. So there is also some titanium up here. So I did set up a titanium mine. Let's see if we can call the rover. Let's grab the rover. Let's empty it out though. Take all this stuff. And actually, can I make... Well, I was just about to check whether I could make the high quality food. It just unlocked just then. But I think we need to do that in the bio lab. Alright, set up another auto crafter because I can't be stuck going back to the bio lab. Let me see. Auto crafter is 2 osmium and a super alloy rod. We don't have beans growing here just yet, but what I'll do is I'll put my 2 beans in there. Don't know if this is going to be in range of the beehives here. What did I not grab? Didn't grab the super alloy rod. I went into the storage locker for it, but I didn't grab the stuff out. Okay, let's pump that down there. Can I get through there? That's a bit squishy. Let's see if we can squeeze that in a little bit better. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're gonna be able to. We can jump through there. Alright, let's see if we can set this up for the food. The beehives are in range. Yeah, already got a high quality food there. Alright, algae. Fill that up. Wait, I've got 2 algae containers. Okay. What else do we have? Fertilizers. Alright. So now we've got some good food. Let's grab some water. Let's finish emptying out the buggy. It is empty except for some water. I might just grab some oxygen if there is any. Just got oxygen. All right. Shove a spare oxygen in there. I suppose I'll shove a food in there. And let's just chuck a couple of spare oxygens in there. Let's see if we've got food pack to take on us. All right. so that autocrafter is using our beehives. But we need to put our bean grower over here. That's fine for now. Let's go for a bit of a drive. See if I can find my way back to the titanium. It's not this way. Alright, this probably would have been a lot quicker just in the jetpack, but oops. I didn't put a beacon up, so just gonna have to guess at where I'm going for it. But I think it's back here somewhere. It's up over this hill. Where is it? Not sure if it was down here or not. Alright. You know what? Instead of the titanium, what I'll have to do in between episodes, I will put a marker or a beacon there so I can find my way back to it. Alright, this rover is completely useless. Can't take it anywhere. The only thing it's good for is teleporting goods back and forth. Now, where the hell am I at all? Okay, so... Alright. I don't know where the... I don't know the map well enough to find my way back to the titanium. We don't have our personal map unlocked yet. In fact, that wasn't even a thing in my last playthrough. I mean, I could put up a map screen wherever I am, I guess, if I brought some silicon and stuff with me. Let's head back to our first base, which is a bit too far away, just over there, but I'll see you when I get there. Okay, so I'm back at my original base, which, if you look straight through between those two pillars there, that's the original landing pod. So we're going to go up to the surface here. Or up to the edge. It's a cliff over here. And I will warn you, the visibility was pretty bad when I came here. But I did build some stairs. Put in this platform. And we are going to go all the way down here. So I don't know how worth it this is going to be. I did put up an ore extractor down there for super alloy. But it is only a T2, so I'll be mining a whole bunch of useless stuff as well. So there is a bit of a sunken base here, which we'll explore at some stage. visibility over here is pretty terrible. But alright, we've got super alloy on the ground here. But this is mining super alloy, a bit of titanium and some cobalt and some other stuff. So, there's also some insects around here as well. Look at that. There's another Serena butterfly. There's a couple more. Can't pick that one up. What's going on there? Common one. Why won't you let me pick you up? Got space, but something's a bit buggy there, and it just doesn't want to pick up. But yeah, it's a bunch of lava around here. And there's a few other things around. Just got to find my way back now. There's some caves and some wrecks down here, which we'll get to. But it is quite a long way down. The bottom of the stairs here actually goes into the ocean. So if we do go up to... Like, I mean, the visibility is pretty bad. But there are some spots where you can actually see blue ocean. Anyway, we'll come back and explore this structure and things later. Let's get back up with our super alloy. We'll take some beans as well. So we'll cruise on up here, back up to the main base. I'll call the rover over. I'll fill it up with beans that I have in storage. And I will see you back at the new base. Okay, so back at the new base. I'm going to grab some super alloy. I picked up my bean seed. I only got one. Let's grab a couple of bottles of water. We'll just drink one, grab a couple. And a couple of super alloys, a couple of fertilizers. Alright, so let's once again, I will rearrange this and make it a bit better later on, but let's put our bean seed in there. Let's take that out. Replace that with a T2. Pop that back in. Let's shove that in there. See how we're doing. We've got a bit there, so I did I know that's the mushroom locker, but I did put some beans in there, so we have some decent quality food going. Let's see. Not going to worry about the squash ones just yet. What do we need for this? That doesn't seem too difficult. Alright, so we are going to need a couple of fertilizers, which we've got. A couple of super alloys. zeolite. Zeolite. Should have some zeolite in here. There's the zeolite. These go in there. That's full. Okay. The osmium, actually, should take the larvae out of there. The osmium can go in here. Alright. Fuses can go in there. Suppose the seeds as well. Alright, the larvae can go up here. Alright, so we've got the zeolite. All we need is the tree bark, which I didn't bring with me. That's over at the other base. So I will go over and grab some and see you when I get back. Okay, so got everything we need to build a couple of butterfly domes. I'm thinking maybe for now, I might change my mind later on. For now I might put them over here. They will fit here. There's one. Alright. Yeah, we've only got the blue ones so far. We can put 2 of them in there. And we'll have to do the same with this one. Put those 2 in there. Okay. So that should be starting us off with, we've got bees, we've got butterflies. What's our power doing? We got some more blueprints. Still got a bit of power to go. Where's our blueprints? So, what do we need? Still a fair way off getting our drones. We can do the T4 heaters. Alright, not that far off the T3 ore extractors. What are we doing in here? So we've got a little while to go to unlock that. We'll be unlocking some more butterflies. Soonish. Little way off silk. Aquariums. And fair way off of getting fish. How are we going? So we have slowed down on the O2 by the looks of it, along with everything else. So we might need to do some rockets to speed some things up. We have got numbers ticking though. The plants and our insects are ticking. Our biomass is ticking. So anyway, that is going to do it for this episode. If you did enjoy this video, please leave me a like or a comment down below. If you'd like to see more, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.